kicking off to get us underway. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The gun, the inside give. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
The Flames in the hurry-up. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Flames have it with a 1st and 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Flames have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls it in. It's Smith. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
The defense defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a
started. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's got an open man. There he goes. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And how about that start for this offense? You know, oftentimes you see teams just trying to get into a rhythm, maybe an easy completion to get their quarterback feeling good. Not this offense. They take a shot and find an explosive play right out of the gate.
They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry, balls at the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Manning. Snagged in the middle, it's Perez. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw
booted away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Gives it on the option. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Rushes on him. Buys a little extra time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
So now it's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Through the air, it's Daniels. Right on the money. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
That was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 30. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Caught over the middle. It's Royer. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Dogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Tries again to get it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Sticking it in the end zone here. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the 1st down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable 4th down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Trying to pound it in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And He just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Backed up in their own end, maybe a quick hitter. Catch in the middle, it's Foster. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Manning. Here's the pressure. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Dogs! A great catch and run for 6. Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cobb. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Handoff from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Might be changing the route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Georgia. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cobb. He's got great speed. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Trying the left side. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. Ripping through the defense. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Great spot to attack there right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. second half as Georgia about to kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Back to throw, it's Manning. That's reeled in, it's Johnson. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Vols are in the hurry-up.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown ball! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They'll go right back to it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Pressure coming. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Dropping back, it's Manning. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Hits him in stride at the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points. The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Rides the back on the option to give. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again? You're going to force them to pass the football.
the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air, it's Daniels. Looking deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a...
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they say this is a game of inches, just a few more inches in the field of play, and it would have been a big game. Instead, it's incomplete. The right play here is try to win it in regulation. Don't be too conservative. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Quarterback may change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. And the Vols decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Kicks it high and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. To the air, it's Daniels. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, you look at the clock. We've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun. The inside handoff. Looking for a crease. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Dogs! They strike first in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a 2nd OT. And he tacks on the extra point. Here in the 2nd overtime, they'll snap it on 1st down. off play action on first down. If he houses this, it's ball game. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. The 20. He got it in. Ball game. What a clutch play as they win it in double overtime. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.